All right, does Sierra have a worksheet on this? All right, so we're doing something new. We're gonna do the whole front on this. All right, make sure your phones are up. If y'all did not finish the first worksheet, it's okay. Finish it up later, turn it in the morning before we take the test. All right, the left column is pretty much gonna be really quick, really easy. Look at number one. We now have exponential equations, equations that have exponents in it. And as long as the base is the same on each side, as long as these two numbers are the same, it's a piece of cake. You just mark them out. Bring down the exponents. X plus 1, 2x plus 3. Solve that equation, you got your answer. So as long as the numbers are the same, you mark them out, and you just bring down the exponents like I've done on the board. All right, so move over positive 2x, that's a negative 2x. Move over positive 1, that's a negative 1. My answer on this problem is negative 2. You don't have to check these. We're not plugging these back in, just whatever you get your answer. All right, so I showed you guys negative 1, which means everybody should be able to do the second one by yourself. All right, try the next one. See if you get it right. All right, so just like number one, we mark out the 4s because they're the same. And I just bring down x plus 1 equals 3x minus 1. Solve that equation, you got your answer. So I move over positive 3, that's a negative 3x. What'd y'all get? Got positive 1? All right, so y'all agree those first couple problems are really easy. Now, we can't do number 3 the way we've done 1 and 2. How come? Yeah, look, they don't have the same number. The base is not the same on each side. So, any suggestions? We will end up having parentheses on top. We're going to change this 9 into 3 squared. We're going to use exponents. Since 3 squared equals 9, or the square root of 9 is 3, you can substitute 9 and you can put 3 squared in its place. What do y'all think happens with the x plus 6? That was already up there. Stays up there in parentheses. So we have to change it so each base will be the same on both sides. Now you should know how to do it. Mark out my 3's. On the left side, bring down 3x plus 1. What do we bring down on the right side? Good. Got to distribute 2x plus 12. Solve the equation and get an answer. All right, what y'all get? 11? I get 1x equals 11. Yep, I was even. 1x equals 11. All right, so now we go to number 4. 4's got something else that's new. What's new about 4? It's got a fraction. All right, you don't want to have a fraction. First thing we're going to do on number 4, I'm going to change that 9 that's on the bottom. I'm going to make it 3 squared. Just like I did on the last problem, right? Because you got to make your numbers the same. Each base has to be the same on both sides. But we still got a fraction that we have to fix. Here's how you fix it. When you move this up from the bottom up to the top and get rid of the fraction, it was 3 to the positive 2, now it becomes 3 to the negative 2. You just change your sign on your exponent. All right, now you should be able to work it out. If you get a fraction for an answer, it's okay. What'd y'all get? I got -1/2. That's right. All right, so you should be able to do 5 and 6. Right, 5 and 6 are really not new problems. See if y'all can do 5. 6 looks pretty easy as well. All right, see what y'all get on 5 and 6. Now remember, first on number 5, you've got to change that 4 because you got to make your numbers the same on the left side and the right side. All right, what does 4 get changed into on the right side? 2 squared, right? Now what was already up top, you leave it in parentheses, you still leave it up top. All right, so now mark out your 2's, bring down your exponents, you should be able to work it out. Mark out my 2's. I got 2x plus 1 equals 4x plus 4. I got -3 over 2 on that one. All right, try 6. 6 is already set up where you can go ahead and mark out your 6's on that one, so it shouldn't be tough. So y'all mark out the 6's. We got 3x plus 1. Move it over. -2x. And once again, I got -1 over 2. All right. Anybody got a question through 6? All right. 7 and 8. We got new stuff. Look at 7. All right. Somebody does this every year. Watch. Let's see if any of y'all did this. Somebody will say, okay, 8. They'll say, I can turn 16 in. That's 8 squared. That's done every year. But you can't do that, right? Because 8 squared is 64. So we got a problem, don't we? All right, so I'll have to change both of these so I can make them the same number. So look, I'm going to leave all these exponents up here on the board for you. I'll add some more. This is just so to save you time, you don't have to use your calculator. So we're looking for 8 and 16. Here's 8. What's it change into? 2 to the third. Here's 16. It changes into 2 to the fourth. So as long as you can make them the same number, you can do it that way. So 8 changes into 2 to the third. 16 changes into 2 to the fourth. And now you should be able to do the problem. Once you make the base the same on each side, now you can work it out. All right, work it out, see what you get. And I haven't looked at 8. Maybe you can do 8 without me. Yeah, 8 shouldn't be a problem. Y'all can go ahead and do 8. All right, I'll help you on 9 and 10. All right, next problem. 10. All right, we got to change. Is there any way I can change 27 into a 9 to some power? I don't think so, because look, 9 squared is 81. That's already higher than 27. That's not going to work. So what do we got to do? Change them both. And when you have to change them both, just look at the board. All right, 9 and 27, they're right here. 9 changes into 3 squared. 27 changes into 3 to the third. Y'all should be able to go from there. So that's 3 squared. 27 we said was 3 to the third. All right, finish that one up, then we'll do the right column. Now, can I have a fraction? Nope. How do I fix this fraction? What happens when I move 2 to the third from the bottom to the top? It becomes 2 to the negative 3. Now, x was already up there, so I'm just going to leave it up there. All right, work it out from here. You should be good. Root in our problem. So we got to go over this part. All right, look. If we have, I'm going to make something up, square root of 3, and they want you to write this 3 to some power. Everybody knows there's an understood 1 there. And since this is a square root, that is an understood square, a 2. So that would be 1 over 2. That would be 3 to the 1/2. All right, let's do another one. What if it was the cube root of 3? Isn't there still an understood 1 there? So that would be 3 to the 1/3, right? Let's keep going. What if it was the 5th root of 3? What's that one going to be? Still a 1 there, right? So it's 3 to the 1/5. Got you another one. What if we had the 5th root of x to the 8th power? That would be x to what power? 8 over 5. All right, so y'all understand where I'm getting this from. All right, so now, showing you that, Matthew, now we can go back and fix 12. Because I know that's a 1 and I know that's a 2, right? So, this is going to be 5 to the 2x plus 3. This one's going to be 5 to the 1/2. Leave the x plus 4 in parentheses. And now you can work it out. So the square root just becomes 5 to the 1/2. All right, so now what do we do? Well, you mark out your 5s. And bring down 2x plus 3, 1/2 x plus 2. And you may need your calculator for this one. All right, what's going to happen with 1/2 x when I move it over here? Comes a negative 1/2 x. So let's add them up. 2 plus negative 1/2 x. Add that up on your calculator. See what you get. Or you can think of it this way. $2 minus $0.50 is going to give you what? 1.5. $1.50. 3 over 2. Plus 3, move it over as a minus 3, gives me negative 1. All right, look at that. What's the last step? On your calculator, what are you going to do? We're going to divide both sides by 3 over 2. So let's put it in. We got negative 1 divided by negative 1 divided by 3 over 2. What'd y'all get? Yep, calculator gave me negative 2 over 3. All right, so that one's kind of messy. Is that the only square root we've got on this sheet? It is, but we're going to start having a lot of those later in the week, next week. All right, we go to 13. All right, 13, we got a problem. We got 2 fractions, but it's okay. I can change both of these. So I got 16 and I got 8. Look on the board. Find 16 and 8 in the same column so we can change them to the same number. There it is. 16 and 8 changes 2 to the third and 2 to the fourth. Okay? So I got 1 over 2 to the fourth. And I got 1 over 2 to the third. All right, now what? How do I fix the fraction part of it? When I move that up to the top, how's that change? 2 to the negative 4. So this one's going to be 2 to the negative 3. Now, it would be good if we could just skip this step right here and go straight to that. That's the way you can trim some work. All right, so from here you should be good. Mark out your 2's, distribute your parentheses, see what you get. All right, so mark these out. I got negative 4x minus 4 equals negative 6x plus 3. 2x equals 7. I got a fraction. Check my answer. I got 7 over 2. All right, we get in some easy problems, some quick ones. 14 is really quick and really easy. All right, I can change 100 into 10 squared. Now, how do I know that? How many zeros you got right there? 2. What if you had 1,000? Whoa, what if we had 10,000? Then that's going to be 10 to the 4th. Just count the zeros. All right, that will always work. So look how easy this one is. Mark out your 10s. Yeah, answer is x equals 2. All right, so after showing you that, you should be able to do 15. Look at 15. It's pretty similar.